Alright folks, so remember, as always, whenever mixing colors, we always mix our darker color into our lighter color. Here I have violet and here I have blue. My violet is my darker color, so I'm going to, in order to create my blue-violet, mix a little bit of this purple into the blue. Now when you mix the two colors, it should be about, well, midway type of value. Now midway type of value doesn't necessarily mean adding equal amounts of two colors, because the darker color will always be more potent than the lighter color. Okay, I think that's pretty decently. I'm going to apply it down here and see if it's about, yeah, that's pretty good. So before you start doing your tints and shades, remember to go ahead and paint your hue, your solid color, without adding any sort of extra mixture into it, into the center of your color wheel. Whoops, watch out, Froggy. Gentle and easy does it. Then you'll also need to slide on down here and paint the other side. Don't forget to erase out your marks before you get started painting, especially when it comes to your lighter colors, because it will absolutely show through. For your darker colors, it won't show through nearly as much. I wish I was good at editing videos and things. That would make this part go by a lot quicker for you. I'm sorry you have to sit here and watch me paint this. Remember, no white spots. I don't like white spots. Having little spots of white is a craftsmanship issue, and we as artists are better than that. Nice smooth coverage. There we go. Okay. So now, careful not to get my arm in my paint, I'm going to start mixing my tint. Now my tint is mixing my color into my white. We always mix our darker color into our lighter color. Don't start trying to mix the white into your color. So I'm going to take what's already on my brush, maybe a little bit less than that, and mix it right on into my white. Your number one should be really, really, really pale. Barely notice any sort of change at all. And follow your pattern that you made so that you don't end up making a mistake. I don't currently have mine with me. I've done this project enough times that I know. My music note here. And you're going to apply your W plus 1C. This is your W plus 1C, white plus 1 drop of color, everywhere you see that label. Then you'll also have to go to the center across. Remember, it alternates. Blue-violet, red-orange, sorry, yellow-orange, blue-violet, yellow-orange, blue-violet, yellow-orange, blue-violet, yellow-orange. So here in his belly, I have my really, really pale blue-violet color for his little tummy. There we go. Let me smooth out that color a little. There we go. And now for my next, my W+2C. I'm going to get a little bit more of my color, mix it in. Now I should see an immediate difference, otherwise I'm going to need to add more. This I don't think is quite obvious enough, so I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more. Nice. There we go, that's pretty obvious. Okay, now I'm going to paint everywhere where it says W+2C, which is right here. Oh yeah, very pretty. Now I've got way too much paint on my brush right now to be doing tight corners. Way too much paint on my brush. Everywhere where it says W+2C. Now don't be hopping and skipping and jumping around in between colors. Just do it one level at a time. Start with 1, then 2, then C, then move on to your shades. Don't do your shades until you've got all of your tints. Now don't get tint confused with tone. Tint is not the T mark on your paper. Tint is the W+ mark. Once I've got that part, I'm going to have to go over here and paint the rest of his tummy. Whoop. If you want to paint a nice straight line, make sure you've got plenty of paint on the end of your brush, otherwise it'll end up fuzzy looking. I don't like fuzzy edges, I like nice clean edges. Uh-oh, I missed. Should have had a smaller brush. Yeah, it'll be okay. We'll make it work. Now I've got a little bit down here for his foot. That's going to be my level 3 value. Speaking of level 3, since this is our last one, let's go for it. I want to see a high amount of contrast. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put it here next to my level 2, see if I can see an immediate difference. Yeah, if I backed up about a mile, I could see that, so I'm happy. I'm going to go ahead and apply that everywhere where I see my W+3 mark. Once I get everything done there, I'm going to take some more of it and make sure I do my center. Got to do his little foot down here. There we go. Froggy's done now. He's a happy frog. All right. So that part was Tints and Hue.